Hello, world. We're live again. Um, Mercy here from CheckouttheRileys. I have a side channel, Filipina with Attitude, and I have a guest today. We're going to talk about the truth about living in America, in the United States of America. We're going to find out, is it really true that the grass is greener on the other side? Those kind of stuff, like every Filipina or Filipino would know what is America. We're going to find out. So without further ado, uh, Dee Dee. Hello, Dee Dee.
Hello. Good morning, Philippines. Good
Hey,
evening, America.
Dave K. Hello. Yes. So I think it's interesting, so that every Filipino would know that, like, what's it like to be, to live here, to live in the US. So
Yes.
you've been in the US for more than a year, right?
Yes. 2 years in January.
There you go. Okay, let's check our audio first.
Mic
I
test.
can hear the echo, but I don't know if the people in the comment, can you hear the echo? I will try to mute this. Maybe it's me. It's me, it's you, the one who always care for me.
Nice.
That's all right. Wait, you're going to talk, Dee Dee, okay? So maybe it's me, right? Every time
Okay.
we break up with a guy, say, it's not
It's
about you,
not you,
it's
it's
about me.
me.
We know those lines.
Hello? Oh, you want to check my audio?
I think you're right. It's not about you. It's not you, it's me. Now I want to figure out
No, but you're
why,
clear here on my
but
end.
no echo, right?
No echo. Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Is it me, or, you know, I only have one. Wait, let me check again one more time. I don't think there's an echo.
Yeah.
I mean, in your end, you don't think it is, but I can hear myself. Maybe it's in me. Wait 1 second. Okay, so Bam called. You had to talk first, okay? I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. Hello? Is my audio okay? Mic test. Hello? Good?
All right, everyone. Again, you have a hollow head. Mercy, echo, echo. Hollow head. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm just checking if it's if there's any echo, but no one. Okay. Um. l- Uh. First question for you, Didi.
Mm.
It's first year in living in America. What's it like?
Exciting. It's a new place. And I got here when it just starting to snow. So I was like really excited, like a kid, to see the snow for the first time. I only seen it in the movies and it was amazing. I've been, I came from a much better place because we live in Manhattan, Kansas, which is like in the middle of nowhere. It's dry. It's um there's hills around you, mountains, and a vast of nothingness. So it's a totally different for me because I came from the city. I live in Dubai for almost 4 years, and then going to like a super quiet town. You don't see people walking. Like it feels like it's a ghost town. So it was very different for me, but it was exciting. The first few months, it was like, "Ah, I want to go here. Can we drive? I want to see the houses. I want to see everything." So yeah, that's how I felt the first time I got here.
So you're excited. Do you have any like a little bit of fear? Were you scared of something your
No,
first
not
time?
really. Not really, because yeah, this is America compared to the place that I'm from, which I came from Dubai and I lived there. It's a little bit more scarier there because they're strict with their laws. It was new to me. It's not exciting. I guess it's kind of scary because for the first time it's gonna be me and him together. Like this is gonna be it. This is it. This is not a vacation. I'm gonna live here. So yeah.
Tell us tell us about, working. Have you before you came to America, is that your first thought? Like, hey, if when I get there, I have to work, like, or did you and your husband talk about it? You don't work for a while and then let me work, What do you guys have agreement?
We didn't really talk about it. At first, before I got my IR1 um, update status, I was a conditional, so I was not supposed to work, right? Because I'm not gonna have a green card yet, so I have to wait for that. That was the initial plan. So I'll probably work from home or whatnot. But um, before coming to the US, they upgraded my application, so I was immediate relative, and so I got the green card. The green card arrived 2 weeks. No, I got my social security number, my social security card first. I got that a week after I arrived. Another two
Wow.
weeks I waited for the card to arrive, but a month after I arrived, I already got a job. So I was really busy.
You forgot to did you get adjusted that instant? When you get a job, you know difference?
The first job that I got was the COVID tester. And as I said, I got here January and it's just started to snow.
Oh.
So the peak of winter is January and February here in Manhattan. So I was working the first day of the job. It's like -7, and I was outside, and I don't have a car. So he just, drove me there and left me there, and then he's gonna pick me up after the shift. So most of the people working there, they have cars. Although we are field workers, they can go inside their car and like warm themselves. But I don't have a car. So I like staying in the barn with my coat and well, my scrubs, and then I just had this fluffy coat, and then face shield, some heaters on my hand, and I was like, I'm gonna die the first day. Yeah,
It's negative, man.
-7
Wow. That
outside.
is, you won't
Yes,
feel your hands, right?
I can't feel my whole body when I came home after the shift. I was like, I'm not sure if I can work tomorrow, but yeah, well, I have to.
What's the first like say to all the Filipinas watching right now, or the first giving advice of you living there for first month?
The first month, I mean, it depends on the state as well. Depends on the what do you call that, lifestyle of the husband, and the cost of living of the place. Here, it is a little town, but it is a college town. So everything is expensive. It's because the place is in demand. There's a lot of students coming here. It's because of the K State. So everything is expensive. And my husband is not rich. So, you have to help him
You have
out.
to work.
Yes. So I mean, you have to consider that you're gonna live in a different place. It's gonna be a different life, a different uh, especially in the U.S. Everything is expensive, right? It's times 50 our money in the Philippines now. It's like 57, 56, 57. So it's 57 times more expensive to live here. So you have to prepare yourself. You have to well, if your husband doesn't want you to work, that's good for you. But if you can work, jobs in the US are very available for everybody. I mean, it's really easy to find a job. And it is good if you're sending money to the Philippines because you're sending a lot of money in the Philippines. But what I um, want you to prepare is, if you are spending your money here, be prepared. It is very expensive, like everything from electricity to water to rent. Food you can adjust, but those things, they are really expensive.
That's a very good advice, Dee Dee, because they're aware. They're, if they're gonna watch this one, they're aware of what they're going to expect there. Like, hey, it's it's not that easy.
Mm,
You get paid per hour, right?
yes.
Not a day. So that's different from Philippines. Philippines, they get paid here every once a day, 8 hours, sometimes 10, right?
Yeah.
Mercy was in the kitchen all the time. Yeah. Bam is telling everybody that I work after 4 years when I got in America, which is not true. Same as he cooks too. No tricycle. So
Yeah.
that's the second one, right?
Yes, yes. Transportation here. There are other, places in America that public transportation is very available.
Like New
Here,
York, right? New
New
York
York.
City.
Yeah.
Right?
There are other places, they have buses, they have taxis. In our town, in our town, we only have like, in the Philippines we call it multicab, but it's a little bigger. That's the bus. That's it.
Whoa.
If you don't have a car, good luck. They have the electric scooters and the free bikes. That's it. You have to have your car, cause yeah,
Filipinos think that, here in the Philippines, if you have a car, you're middle class. You can, you
depends on the car you own.
right, right. But if you have a car, instantly they're gonna like, oh wow, you
Oh
drive your
yeah,
own car, so you're like
yes,
kind of middle class or
yes.
rich something. But in there, what's the difference?
It's a necessity here. People
It's part
need
of
to have cars. Yes.
right, right, yes. And Filipinas that is preparing to go to America, the advice, since we're talking about the transportation,
Mm. For
should they
for
learn?
yeah, you have to. You have to. Um, especially if your husband is busy and your work times what do you call it, conflict each other's time. So it will be hard for him to take you to work or to drive you to work if you don't know how to drive. So
Your
at
husband
first,
must have loved you so much. He's going to
oh
take you every
yeah.
day, right? That's
When I was
love right there.
yeah, he works night, so he leaves at 10:30 at night, comes home around 6:30. Before, when I was working outside, before I started working from home, um, he will not go to sleep until he takes me to work, because I need to go to work at 8, so I need to leave the house at 7:30. Sometimes it depends, because we have flex time in the health department, so sometimes it's 8:30, sometimes it's 9. So he needs to stay awake until he takes me to work, and then he needs to get up early because he needs to pick me up again. So sometimes,
That's
yeah, you can't
that's
help
the
it. Sometimes
sacrifice
he
of
gets
a husband, right?
exactly. Sometimes he
Marrying a
gets grumpy.
Filipino. Marrying a Filipina, also it's not all perfect, right? Like, oh, your Filipina
Yeah,
might cook for you, clean your house, but
you have to
they
you have
don't
to
know how.
drive her. You have to drive her
Right,
around.
right. Terry said Flintstone car. Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he can't help it. You can't stop him from being grumpy because he doesn't get enough sleep anymore, because I need to wake him up. Hey, take me to work.
Right. He just this, right?
Hmm.
You just had to put your invisible what you call earmuffs or
Yeah.
to not to filter all those stuff just because he's tired, right? But still he's taking you. That's the
Yeah.
important thing. Yeah. So make sure so Filipina, make sure your your foreigner husband or fiance love you so dear
That's
because
what you have to look for. Uh,
right, he
you
should love
have
you
to look
more
for
than you love her,
exactly, and you
love
have to look
him.
for someone who has very, very long patience and
Yeah,
understanding.
right. In a relationship, we go back to relationship. Being understanding and compromise is an important
Yes,
role too, right? One of the important role is
that is
you have to
love.
compromise.
That is what is love if there's no understanding. What is love if you don't have patience? So if
It's
the
not
person
all
really
about
love
just saying
you,
I love you, right?
yes, yes. My husband
It's
doesn't
doing it.
say it all the time, but you can. What are other ways for you to know that your partner loves you? He helps you
Yes.
out. Yes, he doesn't stress you out. He takes you everywhere you want to go. It's not that he doesn't have a choice, but I mean, he does so willingly with, you know, with all the love in his
Sometimes,
heart.
right? He's
Sometimes,
not perfect
sometimes
though.
he's
So
not, yeah, sometimes he's not willing, really.
yeah.
It's just because it's his responsibility to take me to work because I can't.
Hello. Let's say hi to Sean. Hello, Sean. Yes. Yeah. The couples do that all the time. Just learning each other, right? Since you guys didn't grow up just like our siblings, right? We didn't grow up.
Yeah.
We had to learn each other and find out our differences.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Does it mean that you have to find someone opposite of is it true that opposite attracts? You have to
That's
find somebody
true,
that is
but you
opposite
also
of
need to
you.
find somebody who is the same level with you. So, I didn't really look for a specific person. I was just out there trying to talk to everybody. Okay, I'll talk to you. You will feel it if that person is really in the same level as you, the same maturity, the same reasoning. So yeah, and you have
Yeah,
to pray for him. You have to pray for him.
exactly. So, what would you tell to all those Filipina that has a doubt for their foreigner fiance? Like they're in doubt that they're not the only one that the fiance is talking to, or the gut feeling, right?
Once
Should
again,
they
trust.
follow it?
Um, I believe in women's intuition, but if you choose that person and if you wanted to be with them, you have to trust them. You have to trust them with all your heart. Do not find a way to find a mistake. you know God will reveal whatever it is. If you are in doubt, just pray that God will reveal it to you. If you
Right
trust him,
away,
if you
right?
love him, yeah, if you love him and if you trust him, you will do so blindly.
So, what if their intuition is right and they're stuck already? What
Well,
should they do?
the intuition actually is coming from somewhere. You do not think bad about someone just because there's something that happened in the past that is testing your trust with your partner. So if you're feeling that something is going on, once again we are going back to communication. You have to sit down and talk, and then ask him what's going on. If he will be honest, then that's good. If not, then be patient. It will God will reveal whatever it is if you just keep on praying. Don't put yourself in a situation that just like people are asking, do you open your husband's wallet? Do you open your husband's phone? He left his phone here today, and I was just looking at the time. I will not be the one to find out. Whatever is in your phone is in your phone. Whatever you are doing, it's on you. I will not go about digging, skeletons in your closet.
Hey, Professor Ronald. Hey, Professor. Yes. It's really a big deal, the trust issue, right? Some people had the past experience that they got cheated before, so they doubt their new partner. But it takes time, right?
Yeah, and
If that person deserve the trust, it will just show.
you have to give them a chance. If something bad happened to you, it doesn't mean that it's gonna happen again.
Right, right. Maybe the second try, the second love will be you know, the one. But it's still a work in progress, right?
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
have to learn.
And come on, we are all
Terry,
human.
that's right. Terry is asking if you know how to drive, Dee Dee.
I know how to drive, but I'm scared driving on the road. And driving in the Philippines is totally different over here. I mean, they follow the street signs. In the Philippines, you park anywhere.
Yes, yes, yes. Even in the middle of the road, just put the blinker on. Tick, tick.
Yeah, you can park anywhere. You can park however. It doesn't matter. we don't have we don't have the the police officers that stop you if you're speeding.
Yeah.
We don't have those in the Philippines.
Oh
Not
yeah.
really, but now they started to, like, they have speed limits. But
Yeah.
before, no.
Oh.
So yeah.
If you have connections too, it don't
Oh yeah,
matter
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. I got my first license, my student license, without even test doing the test or doing the driving. Is because my father knows somebody and the somebody knows somebody, and then they just ask me to, come over here, take a picture, and here's your ID.
That's easy, right? That's how it is.
Yeah.
Just had the connection. Yeah. But they started to change it right now,
Yes,
right?
they're
That
changing
was
it.
long way before.
Yeah.
This is FYI. The
We already
Philippines
have
getting
speed
better.
limits.
Yeah, getting better. That's right. Hello, Renoline. Thank you for coming. Yes. Driving. That's so. I mean, the traffic, right? The traffic here, you yield, right? In
Yes.
there, once you go out of the road and there's a car fast, they don't yield. They just hit you,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's
Well,
your
if
fault.
especially if they are on driving the right lane and you are in the
Right, right,
bad, they'll definitely hit
right,
you.
right,
So,
right. Did you ever been pulled over there, Didi,
no.
or your husband got pulled
Brandon
over
is
when you're
yeah,
in the
Brandon is a
passenger?
very good driver. Very good.
No record, huh?
No, no, no. Once upon a time, yeah, I believe he did have a ticket, but that was a long, 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 long time
Speeding.
ago.
Is it speeding or
Yeah, I think so. It is speeding.
I got pulled over one time and I was so happy. Like
That's
different
first
feeling.
time. Yes.
Yeah, I watched the what you call that, the TV, they pulled over a car, they found
Yeah,
out some,
yeah.
so I watched that show and then finally it's my chance. It's like I got pulled over
I finally
and it's not
experienced.
speeding. It's never speeding. I'm slower than the speed limit, so I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna
They will pull you over if you are slower than the speed
not
limit.
too slower, a little bit. So So I got pulled over. I didn't stop in the stop sign.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, the cops. That's the one I was watching. Cops. Yeah. So as a Filipino, I did even post it in my Facebook. I say, hey, I got pulled over. They didn't give he didn't give me a ticket, and I got a selfie with them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. If
I
I
said,
get
hey,
pulled over.
uh, I told my husband once I get pulled over, I'm gonna ask for a selfie. Is it okay? So he's like, okay, as soon as I check your driver's license and you're clear, we can do that. I'm confident. And I said, thank you. Because I already know I don't have records. So
Well,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's
I'm looking
fun.
forward to my first traffic offense.
But when I post it, I got this fear like I didn't sleep the next, that night just
What
because the
happened?
thought of me paying $200 for, not stopping a stop
That
sign.
stop
You get
sign.
a ticket. Oh man, that's
Do-
$200, man.
Don't they tell you if they're going to, you know, give you a ticket? Were you given a ticket?
No,
No.
that's the thing. Like, what if they gave me a ticket? What's gonna happen to me? I'm going to, like the late reaction thing.
Yeah. You'll go
Yeah,
to
until
court.
you, yeah. That's crazy. But no, it didn't happen that way. Just my fear that like what if I did get the ticket? I don't want to get the ticket. He just warned me. He said this is just a warning for you. Because I didn't stop in the stop sign because it's there's a hill. So it's hard
Hmm.
to, that's my
Drive down.
excuse though. Yeah. I said I'm kind of lost. And then I showed him my Google, my Waze thing.
Hmm.
Said I'm going to a chiropractor, and I think this is the right way. Yes. Yeah, those were the days. Hopefully, I won't get pulled over when I get there. Hello, Timmy. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. Well, anyway, let's go back to that. Another thing that you find it different here in the Philippines and America. You've mentioned about the jobs, right? Easier to get a job there. You can have more money comparatively, right?
Yes.
And car is a necessity,
Hmm.
not a luxury. What else? And the traffic, right? The traffic differences. It's way different here. Talk about food.
Food.
Do you have
Yes.
rice every day still?
Yes, me, I still have rice every day. And I don't say unlucky. I'm not gonna say unlucky, but this is why in all the places in the US, why is my husband from Kansas? Kansas doesn't have Jollibee. Kansas has
Wow.
very limited Asian markets. Well, they have in Kansas City, which is 2 hours away from here. We are in the middle of like mountains, hills and mountains. And we have two Asian stores that doesn't really have any Filipino food, barely. So I have to be creative. So I have to buy raw stuff, nothing fancy, but everything is expensive here because we don't have ocean. We have lakes. Yeah. And although we have lakes, there are fishes in the lake, but
Yeah.
they don't have a
You
fish
catch
market.
fish?
I wanted to last summer, this summer, I really wanted to get into fishing because there is not a lot of option for seafood. And being a Filipina, living in the south near the water, it's yeah, seafood, fish. So, you have to have a license to go on fishing. And
What?
even if they have
Didn't
lakes
even
here.
know. Didn't even know if you can catch any fish though.
Exactly. Although it's not really that expensive. It's $25 for the season. So that's per
That's
year.
not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I mean, yeah. Even though they have lakes, they don't have fish markets. So people are just, go fishing for sport or to buy their own food, to catch their own food. But if
Does
you go
tilapia look different there?
Oh, no, no,
The
no. It
bigger
looks it
eyes,
looks this
bigger.
it looks this it well, if you buy
Exactly.
it in the American supermarket, it's already filleted.
Ooh,
So
fancy.
everything is already dressed, cleaned. So one time, so this is a real story. One time we went shopping and I wanted fish. I wanted catfish.
Yeah.
Um Hito. So we went there. And then I was like, "What is this fish? What is this fish?" And then Brandon was like, "You're an ocean girl. You're an island girl. How come you don't know the
No,
fishes?"
no.
Well, because
They
they
don't look
don't.
the same.
No, they don't have heads. How can I identify if they don't
Ah!
have faces? This doesn't have a face.
No.
This
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one. They don't have heads.
They don't
How could
have
we?
heads. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god. And then
exactly.
and then the guy said, "This is the catfish." How is it a catfish? It's white. And then Brandon was like, "Why are you being racist right now?" No, catfishes are black.
Right.
And I
They
was
were
like,
skinned.
for reals, it's not being racist, but the catfish is black. And why is it white? And then the guy said, "Well, we peel the skin." But why?
Ah,
Yeah. So that's
that's
a
one of
funny
the
story.
culture shock, right? Like, why
Yes.
do they not have?
But if you go to the Asian market, they have tilapia and but they don't have catfish. They have tilapia. They have the fishes from the Philippines. They have bangus. They have everything, but it is expensive.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
Every time I
crazy.
see a Filipina doing live in YouTube, and they're like longing for. I mean, oh, I really want to eat tilapia, fresh tilapia, and fresh hito, fresh catfish. I like, okay, I'm going there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, what every Filipina in America want, I'm, silently buying it and eating it.
Just make them jealous. But there are places in America that seafood is very much available, that you don't feel like you are in America because there's the seafood city. They
Yeah.
have everything Filipino. They have the barbecue places. They have the ihaw ihaw, especially in California. They have those, and then they have Jollibee. Here, I really feel that I am very far away from home, very far away from the Philippines.
There's
It's
no
because
Jollibee, right?
there's no Jollibee. Yeah.
There's something in Jollibee. Maybe they put something there that makes every Filipina and they're outside the country. Like, I want
It
some
feels
Jollibee.
home. It feels home. It tastes like home. When we went to Canada, we went to Jollibee. We miss going to Jollibee. Or no, I ordered Jollibee when we went to Vegas, but I think they were like, "Oh, we're not gonna deliver in the hotel," and blah 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 blah. And I was crying. Yeah, I need to eat Jollibee.
I do remember the infrastructure there, the buildings, how the houses,
Oh yeah, yeah,
if,
yeah. That's
right,
totally different from the Philippines.
right.
We were talking about that one time, like how are the houses here so expensive, like 100 times more than the house in the Philippines, when the houses in the Philippines are concrete. The houses here are sticks and wood. And then when a tornado comes, there goes your house, bye bye. But it's like 100 times more than the cost of the houses in the Philippines. And he was like explaining to me why the houses here are like made of, wood and like sticks. It kind of looks like sticks because they build it like, so I was like, oh, because the insulation, they have to put something so that it's not gonna be cold in the winter, and in the summer it's not gonna be too hot, something like that. In the Philippines, we need concrete houses. It's because there's always rain, there's always a strong wind or flood, something like that. But concrete is cheaper. Once again, everything is cheaper in the Philippines compared to here.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go to the realtor, right? Find
Yeah.
out the cost of the houses there, right? Before, yeah. I do like how far they are, even those uh in the hood, they're still far from each other. Unlike here that we can hear your
The
neighbor fart.
neighbors. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you come here and you notice there are no fences, there are no gates.
Yeah, what? Exactly.
I am really scared. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the most scariest thing, sleeping at night. We used to live in my
Yeah.
mother-in-law's place. She has a fence at the back,
Yeah.
but then the front yard is wide open, like the front door is what. I don't see the point. I keep telling my husband, I
You get
don't
scared,
see the
right?
point. Why do you cover the back and leave the front open?
That's
And
shock. Culture shock again. Like,
like
why you guys don't have fences? Like, you would think that somebody's speaking on the window, right? Like, man, this is scary right here.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, then you're not in Kansas anymore. I love that joke every time the siren blows over here, like when during tornado season. Baba,
Yeah.
Baba, are we still in Kansas?
Tell me about that joke.
Oh, it's Dorothy. It's the Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
It's here in Kansas. We went to the Wizard of Oz Museum, which is
Mm-hmm.
in Wamigo. So, the Wizard of Oz, you walk to the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. I've been there. It was amazing. It's my childhood dream.
Wow, cool. So there's
Yeah.
places to see in America, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I told him before we go home to the Philippines for good, I need to see the places, the tourist spots in the US. Not everywhere, but I mean, because there are places that are not really, you know, touristy, I guess.
Did you? Have you been to Nashville, Tennessee?
Not yet, not yet. I wanted to go to
Mm,
Tennessee. I wanted to go down
you should.
south. Yeah, I wanted to go
Yeah,
to I wanted
can see those cowboys.
yeah, not yet, not yet. Um my dream place to go is New Orleans.
Why?
Yes, I wanted to go there. I love the history. I love the um mystic touch of the place, the voodoos and like the
In New Orleans?
witches. New Orleans, yes.
Oh,
So
what show?
Mississippi, New
What
Orleans,
show did you watch that the
Vampire
place is in?
Diaries, the originals.
Oh
Yes,
man,
they're from New Orleans.
really?
Yep.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
never been to New Orleans.
I wanted to go to New Orleans.
Think. Oh yes. So you wanted to go some places before you come back here in the Philippines,
Yes.
and New Orleans is one of those
One of the places that I wanted
places.
to go. Yes.
I didn't know that they're in New Orleans though. I watched the original.
You watched the originals? Yeah, they're from New Orleans. That's where the
I
witches
like how
are.
they I like how the their accent,
Their
right?
accent, yeah, it's very nice.
That's very sexy. Oh, there's a there's a in TikTok. Yeah, I like how you. I think you had a video of that. That
What? Which one
I
is
like
it?
Filipino accent is so sexy.
Say it again. Watch out for part two.
Ah, okay. Hey everyone, I'm going to put her you she just started her YouTube channel, and she has TikTok, so go
Yeah.
check her out. Yeah.
I
She has
focus
great
more on
sense
the
of
TikTok
humor.
now. TikTok. So
You do. Do you do
yeah.
live stream now in TikTok?
Not yet, not yet. I'm planning on that. I'm planning on the what we talked about last time, the divorce. If they wanted to do that, and then the marriage in if they want to do the destination wedding. I have some tips and ideas. I have to start doing the live because I just got the
That's
live.
interesting. Yeah. Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I've been working on the TikTok for like 24 hours. Just
Yeah.
I'm almost 1,000. Almost. Hopefully it gets
How
to a
many
thousand.
hundreds left?
Um, I still need around 150. But it's okay. It was like a week of this. I increased from 400 to 853 now.
Wow, that was fast.
Just for 1 week. Cause hopefully
Yeah,
it gets there. Yeah. I'm really
you
excited when
should
somebody adds me. It's amazing.
you should talk to Bam. He does that stuff too.
I know. I followed him and it was like, wow, there's so much followers. And
Hey,
I didn't know that, even if you don't have a lot of like likes on every video, that you're still gonna gain followers as long as you post consistently. And I have TikTok ever since I think like forever. And I just do it for like when I'm tired and I want to watch something funny and I watch people that do funny stuff online. That's what I do with it.
that's my favorite. I like watching TikTok. That is funny.
Yeah.
Makes me laugh. Like yeah, the Ilonggo, the Bisaya
The
jokes and
Bisaya,
stuff.
yes, yes, yes. I follow Teddy, Winky.
Thank you, Timmy. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me laugh. So now I'm gonna work on the TikTok hopefully. And
Hey everyone, if you don't have TikTok, make a TikTok, add her. I'm going to put her TikTok account in the description box so you could you know have a chance to watch her make fun of things
Make fun of
or
things.
make
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
also do the TikTok affiliate. So I do the ads now.
Oh,
I do the
wow.
yeah,
How
affiliate
many
marketing.
followers should you have to get to be affiliate to have an affiliate?
You don't
No need
need a
to.
lot. Yes.
Wow, that's cool. And you know, I think I've seen that they have free stuff too to give it to you, so
Yes.
you can make a video.
Yes, yes. That's what
Did
I'm
anybody send
waiting.
you?
No, no, no. I'm gonna send it to Gab, my daughter, Maxine. So she will do the videos for like the actual items, and then we will just edit the videos, maybe put me somewhere or do a duet somewhere. But she will do the actual using of the items. That's what we plan to do.
Yeah. Let's go back to the topic
Hmm.
about the fence. Right. That's the last we talk about the fence.
Yes.
Like, how long did it took you to get adjusted with no fence? You know, here us, there's lots of thief. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
yeah.
thief. You know, the people pick on your window just to watch a TV
I'm
because they
still
don't
not
have
used to
TV,
it.
right? Oh,
I'm still not used
until
to
now.
it. Yeah, yeah. It still gives me anxiety. Even leaving my blinds open at night because their windows are all glass without grills.
Clear, no tint, huh?
No grills, no grills. So I mean, and I watch murder and mystery. So it
Wow.
adds to the anxiety. Like, what if people will just, there's no
Yeah.
security inside? And I worked with this guy, and he was laughing at me because he was with a Filipina before, and he was like, "Oh my God, you're Filipina. How are you? So you're the only one who's gonna have fence, and you live in a trailer, and you want to have fence and a gate? Yes, I need to have a gate."
Hey, I seen your house here. Big fence.
Yes.
I think yeah. Like no
Yeah.
one could ever peek. You had to climb.
Exactly. And it's not because there's a lot of burglars or, bad
Your
people
privacy,
around you.
right?
Your privacy. Like when you go outside, it's the neighbors already. And I mean, yeah, you have that lot that separates the
Maybe
the houses.
because they can call 911 and it takes 10 minutes to arrive or something.
So
We don't have 911 here in the
I'm,
Philippines, right?
I'm never gonna get used to it. I wanted to put something on my deck to cover, like, so when I go
They have
outside
this
and I'm on,
thing. I think you can buy it in Amazon. You know the buzzer. Somebody will open the window. It has like a
it's kind of
sensor.
like a alarm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
or like a CCTV
or that.
security.
But you know, CCTV depends on your internet too. Like
Correct,
the guy already passed, and they just the guy just already. But it was like
correct,
2 minutes
correct.
ago,
And
late.
you know what's funny here? Like, they have a big lawn that,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do with a lawn? My mother-in-law's place, she has that big front yard. Big front
Yeah,
yard. If it's in the Philippines, there'll be like, there are people sitting there already, or like your children playing there already, or you will have the clothes, you're drying clothes already, or you have like flowers and stuff and everything. Here, it's just a lawn, and they
yeah. If
mow it like all the time, making it look
clean.
manicured
I
lawn.
think there's like maintenance too. Like they're gonna report you if your yard is
Yeah,
right.
that's what they did to me, because I'm not really, because it was what, fall, and I have
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4 trees in my yard.
Oh wow.
So during the fall season, I can't help it. Like, I just sweep, I just blow the leaves, and there it is again. So I told him, like, leave it,
Leave.
leave it. It's October. It's gonna be
Did you
like
get any
that.
letter?
I did. the next day,
Congratulations.
the
You just
next day we were
you
bagging
just get
leaves.
notice, huh?
Yeah. The next day we were bagging leaves. Like we have, they gave us free, what do you call that? The pumpkin bags. So we make it as a decoration. Like I have 5 big pumpkin bags, and now it's still the same. There's still
What?
dry leaves everywhere. I can't help it. There's trees around my house, so
You be climbing that tree and cut those branches.
it's nice in the summer though. It's nice in the summer because it's full of shade. But
Oh yeah.
during, yeah, October, November, no.
That's the and I think, nobody could like here in the Philippines, if people be sitting on that yard, it's okay, right? That's okay. You can sit
Yes,
on.
yes.
But I think there they call somebody or they say, "Hey, get out of my yard,"
Yes,
right?
yes. That's true. What is this guy doing in my yard? Just like last
Right.
night. Last night,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have another funny story. So Brandon went to work, and
Hmm.
I don't really look outside because it was, we lost power last night. So the next morning it was like, whose pickup is that in front of our house? And I was like, I don't
See?
know. I don't know. I do have a um car park, 4 slot
Yeah.
car park, and then there's an empty lot next to our house. So he parked like over here in front of my window, not almost, but like half,
Closer to
like
you, huh?
very close to us. And he was like, when he got home, he was like, where is my knife? My wife is cheating on me. Why is there a
What?
pickup here?
Really?
He was like, I'm gonna plan now how I'm gonna dispose the body. And I was like, what are you saying? I don't know that person. I'm not even going out.
Somebody just because of somebody uh
Yes.
park on the front
It's
yard, huh?
because over here in the Philippines it's okay. Your neighbor park in front of your house
Right.
is okay.
Mhm.
Here it's not. It's a big deal. People will
Yeah.
think that, who are you? Why are you parking in front of my house?
Right. Wow. That's what I found out too. Like there's somebody in the front yard park.
Hmm.
Should be the mailman, the Amazon delivery, the
Yeah, your mother-in-law, your
yeah.
anybody that you know that is just there to, you just a rush, you know.
Right, right. Okay, let's talk about American food. Do you really like now that you're in America? Do you really like what food, American food what's your favorite?
Um, well, all American food is like a treat for me. A treat, it means if it's not a snack, it's something I eat when it's payday, it's something I eat when there's a birthday party. So, an example would be in the Philippines or here, spaghetti is dinner. In the Philippines, you eat spaghetti when there's birthday party. So it makes me
Exactly.
happy when for dinner time, spaghetti is for dinner. It's like, oh, whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? But
Do
I
you
don't
put
eat
red
spaghetti.
hot dog?
Yes, but we don't have tender juicy hot dog here, so I have to deal with
Is that
the
pure
frank.
food?
Yeah,
Delicious hot dog, right?
I know, I know. I haven't eaten.
We had certain brand that we really like. Not
Yes,
every red hot dog is delicious.
yes.
That brand is you can eat five at a time or something.
And here, pizza is also dinner. In the
Right.
Philippines, we eat
Pizza is
pizza if
birthday.
it's payday. When I work
Right.
in the call center, you eat in the yellow cab or the
Right.
shakies. And the first time we met, I was like, "Can we eat at that pizza place?" And he was like, "Why? It's the rich people pizza."
The big one. Yeah, is
Because
but
it's expensive, right?
how expensive it is it?
I mean, for me, I probably for me because uh pizza that's worth 500 to 1,000 pesos, which is what, $20? 10 to $20 in the US money is expensive. Because I can buy 100 pesos pizza or a 200 pesos pizza, still pizza. But if you go to these places like the Shakey's, you go to Pizza Hut, you go to Domino's, and you go to Yellow Cab, those are rich people pizza.
Tava,
And
rich people.
I can only eat those kinds of pizzas if it's
If it's
payday.
payday,
Yes.
exactly. So
When I was
Philippines,
working.
in the Philippines, pizza it's only for paydays
Yeah.
or birthday. If your kid loves pizza, I say pizza for my birthday, right?
Yeah, pizza party or spaghetti. Spaghetti is if there's a birthday. My mother-in-law was laughing the first time she made spaghetti for dinner, and I was like, "Whose birthday is it?" And she was like, "What? You know, mom, because in the Philippines, we only make spaghetti when there's a birthday party." And spaghetti makes me happy because, yeah, it feels like a birthday party. But you don't have birthday party every night, right? So
True.
I
What
can't
will
eat.
be your advice for foreigners that is planning to have a girlfriend, a wife? What advice would you give in terms of the food?
The food. Well, you
We're all
don't
different, right? But
force yourself. I mean, most Filipinas, they will let you try everything, but um this is what you have to do so that you don't hurt them. You will not hear
yeah,
them saying you're
hey, every
road.
foreigner, guys, listen. This is the password right here.
Yeah,
She's going to tell it.
you
Okay,
have to
go.
at least try it. Don't
Just
say
one, right?
no the first time. I mean, try it, and if you don't like it, I don't like it. So you can't just say, oh, it smells bad. Oh no, that's gonna hurt the Filipina cook.
If it's if the foreigner come here for the first time and the family cook for them, made lechon, prepare, welcome him. What advice would you give to that foreigner? Wh-
Here's the thing.
Culture wise,
I watched that somewhere. I think.
right, right,
Yeah, I
right.
watched that somewhere. Um,
We
if
have different
you,
tribes here, right? We have different tribes,
yeah,
but
but
generally speaking,
I think the one that was at fault there was, the girlfriend. If you are dating someone, you have to know if they are eating meat, if they are
a
vegetarian,
vegetarian.
if they are vegan. So you have to understand that if you're dating a vegan person, he will definitely not eat
It,
the lechon.
yeah,
Yeah, whether if your family spent all their money just to,
five
welcome
hundred
you
dollars.
and
Two
whatnot, no,
lechon.
you cannot force them to do that. So don't feel bad if they don't eat your food. You have to understand what kind of
So you're taking
what.
the foreigner side now, huh?
No, it's again communication. You have to know what kind of diet your
That's
partner
the getting to
has.
know each other, right? That you should have warned your family that hey,
Exactly.
my fiance that's coming won't appreciate you uh, spending all this money as a
Yeah.
gratitude or as a welcome to them.
Yeah.
Instead,
If you
buy
want to
him
have a
this.
party, we can have a party, but I'm
We
gonna
can
make
have on our
something
own
for
for him.
him. Exactly.
Exactly. That's for the Filipina, right?
Yes.
The Filipina advice that please, if you have a foreigner, uh, fiance or boyfriend or husband coming here in the Philippines, you have to also uh, accept their culture, how they live,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's why And
I
that's good
mean,
that they
you
talk
have been
online.
talking. Yeah, you have been
Right.
talking online.
Yeah.
You're already learning about this person. So
Each other, right?
before you meet in person, you already know what kind of food he's eating, if he's allergic to something, or if he doesn't, because there are a lot of people who doesn't really want to touch, I don't want to eat pork hock. Brandon would always tease me like, "Oh, you Filipinos, you eat everything from the intestines to the feet to the yeah, we don't throw anything." But he's not used to eating that, but when I cook it, he eats it.
Right. Right. That's love right there.
Yeah, he really likes eating food. He loves eating. His
You're
favorite
going
is
to starve, right? If you're going to starve
he
no
loves
matter what if
eating.
you don't eat this food.
Yeah, yeah. And he is very open to different kinds of dishes. He's not stuck with, oh, this is I want. I let him cook too. So we balance the
The
diet.
compromising.
Yes. So he sometimes makes I let him make whatever is his American, recipes. He will make
Your
lasagna.
story is different from others, right? You've been an OFW, so uh you're you have wide an open mind about the culture, different culture.
Mm,
Once you go to
mm.
the Dubai, different culture, right?
Yes,
So
yeah.
I believe OFW had bigger and what more wiser now because they know the other side
Yes.
from, but there's Filipinas that never been outside the country. I think that's the side that other foreigners should understand. Like
Yeah.
their culture is, uh, it's still inside the box. So foreigners should understand if that Filipina is not an OFW, that's something else that they have to, know, and they have to
Yeah.
tell the girl, the lady, to
Yeah.
hey, this is my culture. Again, this is my culture. That's your culture. You
Yeah.
have to help me. When I come over there, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want to try this. I don't want to eat balut. I don't want this and that. I'm not that type of foreigner that explore things, like
Exactly.
that foreigner should say it, right?
Yes.
Not
Um
expect the Filipina to instantly no.
exactly.
OFW, I make an exemption because
But I mean, it
OFW
it
went
always
to,
comes down to communication. If you've
right.
already been talking to that person for a while,
Yes.
um you should have at least, talked about what kind of food he eats, or if
Right.
he's willing to try different things.
Yeah.
Our LDR communication is like that. We started with asking questions. Okay, Q&A now. Is it Q&A time now? So what are your bad habits? Immediately, we started with like, what are your bad habits? I don't want to get
Wow.
surprised
That's
about
instant.
anything bad. Have you been what do you call that? Um uh, have you been to prison, something like that? Or have you cheated? Anything bad, just tell me right now. Because if you are going to tell me, oh, I'm good, oh, I've
And
never
then find
been,
out later.
find out later. So I don't want to be surprised with something like that. Tell me now what kind of bad habits you have. And it's also my chance to, like, so you won't be surprised that I am biting my nails, or I am farting really loud and I don't care.
Louder
So
than you.
yes. So you don't be surprised like, oh my god, it's too late now. No, I want to divorce you. You
Sorry.
fart really loud. So yeah.
You signed a contract. Please don't
Yeah.
leave me.
Yeah, better tell me now, whatever it is, just tell me now. Because, I mean, it's not gonna define you. It's your,
That's the
what you
advice
do.
for the Filipina, right? If every
Yeah,
Filipina have to find out about the guy
exactly.
first. You
You
have
have to
to.
talk. You have to really talk. Not like, oh, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, baby. No, just
That's it,
you
right?
talk.
Don't stop
You
there, right?
talk. Yes, you talk, and you have to get to know each other really well.
Right. And it's for future use too, because you get asked in the embassy.
Yes, exactly.
You get a
When
visa, yeah.
Exactly. And one time I was like, I was mad with my children. I think I was just scolding them. I was yelling on the phone, and I was with him.
Right,
We were in Dubai, and my mom said that, "Aren't you embarrassed? Your husband is with you." No, he needs to know that when I'm angry, I am like this.
right.
So
Show it.
I would. Well, he gets mad at me. He would like go in the room and say, "You yell too much. Like, I cannot sleep because you yell too much." But at least you're not surprised. You know that when I am angry, I am angry, especially with the children. So
Right, right. At least the communication, you guys' communication is, like in the normal level. But
yes,
because some Filipinas, I'm not saying all, okay, only goes to that limit. Like, hey, how are you? Did you eat?
yeah, and
That's
you
the
have to
common. But
listen. You have to
yeah,
listen to them. It is already difficult that we have language barrier. Not all
culture.
Filipinos can speak really good English. Some
Right,
Filipinas are struggling, but I mean, if you listen, it doesn't need to be English. You have to listen to him. You have to understand. If he's sometimes I fail in that area as well because also I am very um I fight with him as well. It sometimes it's not perfect. So, but if you listen to them, you will understand what they want you to do, what is going on, if they have a problem. You have to learn to
right.
be like, uh huh, wow,
Or and they have to know, Filipinos should not pretend that they understand it.
exactly. You have to ask.
What? You speak fast.
Yeah, you have to ask them
You
if you didn't understand what they said. You have to ask.
All right. What culture that your husband's family have or do that is hard to understand for you?
They are not that close with family. It's really
Not close.
hard. Yes. And of course, they are all opinionated, all of them. So nobody is like kind of like Filipinos, like, oh, opo, opo, mommy, okay. Or because Filipinos are very passive. So when they, have ideas or like topics that they don't agree on, they'll be like, this escalate really quickly, like in 5 seconds. And they have very small families, not like in the Philippines. Um, like you have your brothers, your cousins, and then your cousins' cousins,
Second
and your
cousin,
third
third
cousins.
cousin.
Yeah, and then your aunt on the your grandma on the knees, your grandma on the foot. Like everybody here. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not saying to all Americans because
Yeah, because
you know,
there are people who are
yeah.
very close,
Mm,
but
yeah, my family is different. They like Filipino too. They celebrate every like 4th of July. They have this dinner. They still, try
yeah.
their best. And if they fight and then they say, after they fight, they say, I'm going to the restaurant. I'm going to McDonald's. And then they're okay. like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
what just happened? It's done. They're okay
I
now.
guess that's the opposite of Filipinos. Like if they are yelling at each other, the next morning they will like okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
No,
Philippines, if we started yelling, we're gonna burn bridges for sure, and then we're
right.
just gonna rebuild after a few years.
That's why we do not say
Exactly,
it. It
exactly.
stays in our mind. We
As
don't
much
want
as
to hurt
possible,
somebody, right?
as much as possible, um, we are very very patient. We ignore
I think
arguments at
we are
first.
trained to do that. You shut
Exactly.
up.
Yes, exactly.
Don't
You
say
cannot
anything.
talk back to
Yeah.
elderly because that's very
Yeah.
disrespectful. Here, because they have the right to voice out their opinion. Very opinionated people. When they become mature and they're out of their parents' house, they are the same level as their parents. So when they talk, it's the same, and that's why I instilled the Filipino culture here. I injected the Filipino culture. I'm not gonna call you by your first name, mom. That is very disrespectful. I am never gonna get used to it. And they said, no, you don't have to. Well, you really don't have to call your mother-in-law mom. But I can't. I can't say
Yeah.
her name. Just like when people ask me in the Philippines, what's the name of your dad? Dad. What's the name of your mom? Mommy. Because when you say it, it's sort of like being disrespectful calling your mom with her first name.
Yeah, I
So,
do remember one time when teenager. Wow, I'm that old. Teenager that when I said something that, go against my father opinion, my mom's hand will be as quick like moing. Like
yes,
what just happened?
yes,
Like, you
exactly.
have before you say something, you have to make sure your mom is a little bit far from you so you can avoid the hit. Like,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
what just happened?
And
What
if
did
you
you
are
tell your
talking to
dad?
your if you're talking to
Yeah,
your parents, you cannot be your voice needs to really sound really sweet. It needs to sound really, very low because they are authority. So you have to
yeah,
be very respectful.
yes. That's one of the thing. You had to keep your mouth shut. Don't tell your opinion, and yeah, you'll be good. It as you said, we're going to burn bridges if we say something bad, right? Like this, yeah, we're
But I
going to
mean,
avoid them in the
if we go
reunion
to
or
that
something.
point, if we reach that point, it means that we
There's
already had
something.
enough. It
Yeah,
it has been boiling for quite some time. We
right,
don't
right,
just
right,
argue right then and there. Oh, okay. No, no.
right.
Filipinos are not like that.
Yeah, that's one of the culture that foreigners should, also when they come here, they can't say,
Whatever
the
they want
cuss
to
word.
say.
Yeah, I think that's what happens to Bam when he comes over. Like he got anxiety. I mean, like I have to say it. I can't, like yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
Well, good
he's
luck
nice.
with Brandon too. Brandon will
Yeah.
really tell you in your
I
face.
think that's their culture, right? The culture of being too blunt is
Yeah.
never good in
Yeah.
the Philippines.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Filipino that would, but only a percent, right? Percent that would really understand. Yeah, there's this one foreigner here that, same as you, the front yard, somebody stay there. So he went there and talked to that lady. He said,
Mhm.
"Why are you staying here in front of our yard? Do we know you?" Like,
I
so
know,
that
right?
lady cried and tell her mom is the sister of, like the relatives because it's a family, what you call
Oh
that,
my
like
god.
compound, a family compound. Oh, man, that's a riot right there. Like the
And she
wife
didn't
have a hard
know?
time. He didn't know
Oh, he didn't
because the
know.
wife went to the market. So the husband stayed home, and of course they know the front yard is, only those families or they
Yeah.
know that wanted to talk to them, or yeah, that's different culture. So it's a riot, and it didn't went well though. So foreigners, if you come here, please ask your wife before you go and talk. Yeah, talk to them, right?
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
talking to any strangers there. You didn't know that that's a relative of the second cousin.
Oh yeah, that one too. You cannot just go to someone's house and they will invite
RSVP.
you in, and you can eat. Not like in the Philippines. Auntie, do you have food? You have food and you're opening the fridge already. Do you have food anywhere here? Can I? Or go to your friend's house um
Yeah.
uninvited. No, you can
Right.
chill.
No,
No,
can't
you can't do
do
that
that.
here.
Can't do that. You had
Can't
to
do that.
tell ahead of time, like,
Yes.
hey, can I come there tomorrow? Because, like, if you do it in a Filipino way and you go to that Philippine American couple, they won't open your door.
Yes. Yes, that is correct. And even if they do, they will not let you in. They
Exactly.
are
Like
not
they,
obliged to let you in because you are you came there unannounced. Even my
it,
mother-in-law, before she comes over, she will let us
yeah.
know I'm coming over.
Wow, no surprises, huh?
No surprises. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the culture shock of every Filipino that will go there, right? That will live there. Like,
Yeah.
what? But I think, there's exemption. Filipinas to Filipina different, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah, of course, of course. I mean,
yeah, you
if
could
if
come
I
over
have
anytime. They would appreciate it.
yeah, yeah, they would love to cook for you. If I have anybody around who's a Filipino, there's someone facing my house with the lights on. So,
Uh-oh.
I know, right?
Somebody in the front yard.
Want somebody in the front yard. So if I have Filipina friends, you don't have to let me know if you're coming. You come over, come over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I think if American and Filipina couple, the wife would be very, oh, my friend's here. Hey, come
Yeah.
here. And then the husband like, well, I'm in my boxer. What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. That's why for them it is important to um announce if you're coming so that they can
Look,
prepare.
Ansel, with his boxer clothes.
Yeah.
That's true, right? Like, what are you doing?
Oh,
But
yeah.
you stay in the bedroom then. Don't come out.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least you have a wife, that will tell you that, hey,
True.
I forgot to tell you. After an hour, my friend's coming over.
I know, right? Brandon would always tell me like, "Mom's coming, mom's coming." In the Philippines, you don't have to announce it to
Yeah,
everybody that somebody's coming.
right.
Let them come.
I think that's Bam had an anxiety to that because my
People just
mom
come
and my
over.
just come over. Tao po! The dog's barking, and then the relatives coming. Ah,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Got stressed out because too loud. Can't. No, I think we Filipino were trained. Like even if the dog's barking so hard, there's a fireworks, there's people talking, still talking, and there's a karaoke. We still can, like
We can
it's,
still go to
we
sleep.
right, right. I think we have this invisible thing on our ears, right?
Yeah, we're so used to noise because noise noise is natural in the Philippines. We have I told you when I got here, I was like telling my sister-in-law, Roxette, Rox, I don't see anybody. Like, is there are there people who live here? Nobody's coming out of their houses, nobody's walking. Like it's a ghost town.
Would you consider that, like couples, American and Filipino couples that should they take their Filipina to America so they would know how to deal with them before living here in the Philippines? Is that
Yes.
an okay or uh
Yes,
you
yes.
know
For me, it would be nice to take her here first so that because everybody, every Filipino dream is to live in America. We cannot deny that we wanted to experience the life in America. That's our American dream. And when we
Right.
get here, then you decide if you really want to stay. Like, I really wanted to live here because I know that when I get a job, I'll be able to provide for my family. But that also comes with paying bills in American
Exactly.
dollars, and getting a house and driving.
Right.
If I go to the Philippines, all I need to do is buy a car, and I can hire a driver. If I really can't drive, then I can hire a driver. Brandon doesn't
Right.
have to drive either. We can have a driver. But no,
Right.
everything here, you have to do it yourself. You
Yourself.
cannot hire a
We don't have
nanny.
a helper there. Yeah.
Exactly. You cannot hire a maid. You do things on your own. I grew up with my parents have two maids.
Right.
Everybody's
True.
done. Although I was trained to do chores when I was young. And that's why I'm able to live, alone. But if you are living alone and you have work, for example, you work um all day. After working, you have to cook. And of course, you
True.
have to wash the dishes. The only thing that I like here, everything is automatic. So
Exactly. Yeah.
if I am
You
too
go to
lazy
the
to
bank,
wash, yeah, yeah, everything is automatic here.
dishwasher, right?
Dishwasher, but I use that if it's like, okay, morning, lunch, and dinner, I didn't wash the dishes because I'm busy or I'm doing something else, then I would load the dishwasher. But most of the time, I wash it by hand.
Yeah. It calms you down. It's not
Yeah,
like I like the dishes, but it's like a stress reliever too. You do
exactly,
something.
exactly, exactly.
So
So,
Ken said, when a Pinay comes over for first time, it's serious eye opener for sure. That's so true.
correct, correct. You have to let them experience it firsthand, if they're gonna like it or if they want to go back. But,
Because yeah, there's
yeah,
good and bad to every places.
exactly, exactly. And
So I
plus,
don't think
yeah.
plus what?
Brandon and I already decided that we will be living in the Philippines. So it's already a mutual thing.
That's what we think, Ken, before.
Yeah. It's a
So
mutual thing.
really an eye opener. You're right.
Because for him as well, he wanted to live somewhere cheaper. That's what he wanted because he understand how difficult it is to live here, especially now. Maybe before it was nice to live here. If you were able to come here during those early days when it's not complicated. Now everything is
Right.
complicated and everything is going crazy. Everything is going crazy. So, I mean, with all those changes, with all the greed and the climate change, and the
Oh, the climate change.
inflation and this election and everything
Too much
else,
English.
too
Too
much
much English.
English, and like everything else. So for him, it would be nice to, like, some find a place where we can expand without really, killing ourselves
Right, right.
in
You had to
working.
work hard in America.
You
I know
have
the
to.
the conversion is very high. You give $10, it's they're already grateful for you. $20, they'll be
Exactly.
thanking you for sure. But the thing is, they work their ass for that money.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I have a story since I work for real estate, and we are in
Yeah,
collections. I was talking to this Filipina, and she's
yeah.
a teacher. So she's a teacher, and the
Mm.
husband earns really good as well. The wife earns really good as well. And they were complaining that their monthly payment really went up like
Yeah.
so much. The Filipina has already been here for like um 15, 20 years. So she's a teacher here. And so what happened was they were asking um to lower down their monthly payment because they cannot afford it anymore. But
Right.
looking at their finances, the husband earns really nice, really good pay. The wife earns really good pay as well. So she's earning around 4,000 a month, or 4,000 to 5,000 a month. But after taxes and everything, she's only getting 2,000, almost $3,000. And same as the husband, of course. The higher your pay, the higher the taxes, of course. And then they purchased a new house, a brand new house that is $400,000. So that alone, plus the bills, plus the food, plus the payment for your cars, plus your insurance. Do you think your 4,000 and your husband's, let's say your husband is earning 10,000 and your the wife is earning 5,000, think that 15,000 a month will be enough when your house payment is like $5,000 already a month, plus the car payment, your taxes, your insurances, your health insurance. Oh my God, that is really expensive. Pray to God
Like
you're not gonna be
everything.
sick. Everything is expensive. So, I mean, it's nice here if you're spending it somewhere else. If somebody is paying for your bills, if somebody's sharing with you, you're
Right.
you're okay. But if you are spending all your money in dollars, and if you are like earning like us, which is not very much, then I mean, yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's
There's good, again, there's good and bad in every place, right?
correct, correct.
It's not always green. The grass
Yeah,
is greener on the other side. There's always, stuff to do, something to complain with, right?
yes.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here. We have 9 viewers right now. We're talking about, the truth about living in America as a Filipina. So we're, sorting all of it, our culture shock, and we're also talking about, foreigners coming over to the Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah, to not expect, stuff like how do you style your lady in a nice way because we are too sensitive, right?
Yeah, very.
Yes, yes. If your family of a girl, if you come over and visit here, the family of a girl uh, gave you a welcome, like
Party.
they celebrate the big party with 150 people. Wow. And then there's this foreigner, American or any race will come over. Is not used to 150 people welcoming him. Like what? Am I a celebrity here?
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not vegetarian because there's always lechon. Hey, Bruce, shooting star. Just the health insurance alone is enough to make you sick.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
I
that's
learned
one
it
of
the
the
hard
things.
way.
Yeah. She came to the hospital and found out how much it cost for just how many hours?
4 hours.
Yeah,
Without insurance, without insurance, I could have paid $8,000 for just the emergency room.
yeah. Those are the Filipinas culture shock. Like, what? You guys pay insurance here? We go to the old women house and get some green leaves. Like,
Yeah,
man, come on. We don't need to go to the hospital,
correct, correct.
right? You just had to know and learn about the leaves here. Yeah, BAM experience leaves here. Like, hey, you can't go to the hospital. We don't have insurance. We have to pray.
Yeah,
Like
you have to pray,
yeah, I'm, kneeling, praying,
praying.
Lord, please, miracle. No insurance here. If he ever comes to the ER, what will happen to me? No, like that. So insurance, no insurance here. There's insurance there, right?
Yeah.
There's insurance here if you have, money, right?
Well, there's PhilHealth. I mean,
Right.
see, when Gab was in the hospital for 4 days, I only paid 600.
Oh, yeah.
So for 4 days, that's already a tertiary hospital in Jensen.
That's
Can you
good.
pay $600? If you're confined, like that 4 hours alone, I was not confined yet. I was just sitting there, just waiting for my blood pressure to go down, and my bill was 8,000 without insurance. After insurance, it's $4,000.
Wow. Healthcare is insanely priced even with insurance.
Exactly. I totally agree. And it made me more high blood. My blood pressure just went up. Like my doctor would ask me, "Do you have any thoughts of like hurting yourself?" No, doc, but hurting other people I do. It's just looking at my bill, I want to hurt somebody.
It's crazy. Yeah. That's my first thought, like you had to, if you go to, American hospital, you had to make sure you're almost gonna, like die. Like, yeah, that's your last resort, right?
No, Brandon said, "Just let me die."
So that,
Yes. I'd rather die than spend my money in the hospital.
yeah. We
Yeah.
had that here in the Philippines too. Like, Bam had like 3, 4 miracles. I'm saying it a miracle, okay?
What happened?
For Yeah, he had to go to because he's been like having a temperature so high that you had to,
Mm,
that's the one of the but thank God we can still pray and miracle always happen.
go to the old lady who do hilot.
No, no, I don't. It's infections. It's
Mm,
not. You had to, get the prescription and the other stuff, or you had to be in the hospital to do that. But yeah,
yeah.
thank you, Lord, for the miracle. No
Correct,
insurance.
correct. No insurance. But you have
You
your
just had.
PhilHealth ate, right?
I have my Phil health. Yes, yes. I have
That's
my
good.
Phil health. But you can come. There's because of the situation, because you know,
Yeah, yeah.
hospital is also a business, so it's
That's
not like
true.
hey, there's a free hospital. I mean, we're not in. There's a Team Tebow in Davao, right?
Mm,
Yeah, that. Thank God, there's people that do you know share the
share the
blessing and
blessings, yes.
yeah, and those people, it's really good to know that there's also people that is blessed that give money and have the hospital. I think he have I don't I'm not sure how many hospital he had built here, Tim Tebow. Yeah, but he did.
Yeah.
Prayer can be answered. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
prayers
true.
are answered.
He just had to scream, Bruce. If you really
Yeah.
need it, you had to like, yay, Lord, please help me.
Yeah.
I need you.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to pray without ceasing, and you have to be when you
Fervent
pray,
prayer.
this is what I learned. When you pray, you ask specific. Your prayer needs to be specific. If you pray and you said, "Lord, give me money." How much? "Lord, I need 50,000." When? "Lord, I need it this day." "Lord, because this day my rent is due." I swear it is really effective. If you pray, you have to make sure that your prayer is specific. Because if you just pray, Lord, um, heal me, what is he gonna heal? Tell him, Lord, remove my
Is
high
that
blood.
also Does that also count when every man and woman have to pray for their husband too?
Yes,
It
exactly.
has to be specific,
Yes, yes. My prayer
right?
is that I need a man that is like my father. I want a man that is like my father. Brandon's birthday is July 3rd. Daddy's birthday is July 4th. And
Wow.
they're very good with money. They're both they're both silent but deadly. And they are the only two men in my life that can control Diana. Him and my dad.
Wow, that's powerful right there. If you
Yeah.
know her, if you know her,
If
I
you know
believe.
me personally,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. There's only two who can manage me. That's my dad
And
and him.
control. Yeah,
I'm a wildling, a wildling.
right, right. Eh, So the insurance, health insurance shock you there, right?
Yes.
Is there anything else that we forgot to, you know,
So
tell
the
to everybody?
lawn, the gate. So
Front
yeah, they
line,
do have a fence,
the
but they don't
fence,
have gates. The
right?
only people who have gates are the rich people. So so Filipino people very rich. You have
Right,
gates.
right.
You have very nice gates. I mean, even the middle class people in the Philippines will have nice gates. They would invest their ideas. I want this kind of gate with all these designs and stuff. I want to have my
Right,
initials on
true.
the front of the gate with like the B and the D.
Yeah.
Here, they don't have a gate.
You
The
have
only
to be
people
rich to
you
have
have
a
to be
gate, huh?
rich, and you call it gated community. In the
Oh,
Philippines,
wow.
everybody is gated. So everybody
Right.
is rich. They don't have grills in their what do you call this, windows, so you everybody can see you, and they open they open their windows, their blinds, like in the morning, like I pass by houses and you can see everything inside the house. It's like an aquarium, like when you
I
pass by.
think they're welcoming the thief to come. Hey, do you want
I
to bring this one
know, like,
too? Like, hey, this one too, and this one. You want some too?
yes.
Hey,
Well, I guess because inside their houses, they're still dressed up. Like I wouldn't want my blinds to be all the way up and like my lights are on. It's because I don't wear anything when I'm inside the house. I'll be like looking like a bum or something. I'll be like wearing whatever. Some people
hey,
will be like,
TMI, come on.
no, 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 no. I'm wearing like I'm not looking presentable. Like my hairs will be, you know. So it's for the Filipino people, inside the house is your sanctuary. That is your own space.
Right.
The only time you open everything is when you're already dressed up, when you're already ready to face the world, when you're already, taking a shower and, already good looking. Here, I cannot wake up with the blinds up. I cannot wake up without the curtains.
I think maybe because our culture here is we are very like social type, like we're like social butterfly. So when we're out of the house, we talk to everybody, right? But
Yes.
in America, they don't talk to anybody. I mean, there's also exception, but
Yeah.
they're still hey, they're minding their own business
Business,
too. So here
exactly.
maybe, yeah, here I know I'm sure they don't mind their own business here. We have names
The
here. We call them
Marites,
marites.
Marites,
Yeah,
yeah. So when Marites sees you with, you just woke up and then your
like
lights are on,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
people will talk to you. To talk about
Yeah.
you.
That's why they closed it to have
Yes,
privacy.
yes.
Like
That's your
finally, I have this. You're right. It's our
mm,
sanctuary. It's our
yes.
place. That nobody would want to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I struggle with that. When I'm working outside, I cannot like clean my deck or like do anything on outside without like, looking around if people are looking at me, or like when I mow the lawn because it's my first time mowing the lawn, are people looking at me? Are people like watching me, make a mistake? Because in the Philippines, it's like that.
Just like that. We
Yeah.
all mind our business here.
Yeah.
But if the Filipina live there, it's a different story, right?
Yes.
It is a different story because they know how to live in America. They might, like if you guys would come here and live, she knows how to take care of you. Like,
Yes.
oh, he don't like this, he don't like that, blah, 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 right?
Yeah. Yeah. And you have to know
Yeah.
the mood of your partner.
Yes. They have, you know, as I said, here, psychologists only have 50 nationwide, 50 psychiatrists.
Psychiatrist, yeah.
But there, every city have, right?
Yes, yes. And every job that I have been, there's always someone who says, I need to have my mental break. Why do you need a mental break? I've been wanting a mental break ever since. Like, you can do that? Yeah, they can do that here. Like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna leave early because I need my mental break. And we
Wow.
Filipinos are mentally battered. You can't say that
There's no,
yeah, you have to finish the job, or else you're not gonna have money to feed your children, else you're gonna be terminated. Here they have the right to, I need a rest. This is too much for me.
yeah, that's good. I mean, different country, right? Different how they deal with the stress there and how we deal in here
Yeah.
is totally different.
I guess that's why there's very few psychiatrists there, because the demand is low.
We're too busy
Yeah, yeah.
about
And
everything, about everybody's business.
and plus and plus Filipinas were like, tulog mo lang yan. Next morning it's gone. Tomorrow is
And
another day.
and
This
I
too
think
shall
because
pass.
yeah, those people that comforts you, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's either acquaintance or your friend, right? And you have people available here to talk to, right?
exactly.
You
All
don't
the
need a
time.
psychiatrist. Yeah.
All the time. My friends are always available any time of the day.
I think they're already trained to
Yeah,
comfort you. Like, hey, come
yeah,
on, let's go and have fun to this place. It's nice. Well, let's go travel.
yeah.
Like,
They're
you
always
don't need a lot
available
of money. Yeah. Those are the psychiatrists without fee.
without fee. Yeah.
And there you had
So-
to find a friend. It's really hard to find a friend in America.
And plus, um, friendship friendships in the Philippines are lasting because we stay in one place. People in America, they tend to move a lot. Now, very few people stay in their hometowns. Most of them, like Brandon's friends, they're already out. They move out of state. They're everywhere. And my coworkers in the health department, after our contract ended, they moved out. They went
Wow.
to another state again. And then this other lady that I work with, she's planning to go to New York. So, because they have the ways and the means, they have their cars. In the Philippines, most of us are stuck in one place. So,
And also, maybe because there's opportunity in other places there in the
yeah,
US. Unlike here, that, hey,
yeah,
you get stuck. If you're
exactly.
working in the government, you stay in the government.
Yeah, yeah. There's very few people who like, okay, I'm gonna move to Manila. Okay, tomorrow,
Nothing like
next year
that.
I'm gonna move to Cebu.
No.
Yeah. When we
I
get
think it's
comfortable in
rare.
the place, we stay in one
We stay.
place.
Yeah. Not too comfortable,
Yeah, I mean if you
but
already
still,
feel like it's oh, this is where I'm gonna grow old, or we don't really move
Interesting.
from place to place. Most of them here, some people are like, so I we live in a trailer community. It's a like a subdivision for like nice trailers.
We like our
Um,
comfort zone, huh?
yeah, you can see every other month a trailer will be vacant for sale.
Wow.
Oh, they left. Oh, they left. Oh, they left the other day, bro. They left. In the Philippines, it's very rare. The neighbors you had since you were
When you,
young,
yeah, it's
they're
still your
still your
neighbor.
neighbors.
That's why it's hard to have a, if you don't decide to have a girlfriend, boyfriend in your neighborhood, right? You had to find for a little bit
Somewhere
farther
else.
places
Yeah.
because
Because you
when
will
you
see each
broke up,
other
you're still
again.
neighbor. Like if the neighbor likes you, one of the guy likes you and it's your neighbor, that's
Yeah.
too
Just
risky,
like
right?
like my ex, he lives in this place, right? And the other
Mm.
guy in the canto, what do you call that? The end of the street
Block,
is
yeah.
the block. It's my ex. So it's like, how am I gonna go in this place? This guy, I know this guy, then I know this guy, because he's still there. He still lives there.
Right, right.
So I mean, yeah, that's another thing that is different from here. Your neighbors might be different now. Like every 5 years or so, you get a different neighbor in the Philippines. Whatever you do, it's the same neighbor. Marites,
That's true.
Marites Junior, Marites the first, the
But your
second.
guys is Karen, right?
Yeah, here, Karen,
Karen. They be calling you 911
911.
if
Yeah,
you're too loud.
taking your packages and stuff. But so far in Kansas, everybody's nice. I haven't encountered
Treat you right.
racism. I work with the health department, and they are all nice.
Wow.
It's very diverse in that department. I was welcomed like I was not um, a foreigner. I was welcome like I belong. So
Wow.
yeah,
Did you
it's amazing.
ever, when you go to like a football game or a baseball game there, they love sports there, right? You ever
Yes.
go to a restroom of a man, men's restroom there and act like you can't understand English? Have you ever done that?
Not in the football game, but in a bar. Yes.
At least you've done it, right?
Yes. Yes. And Brandon said, if you learn to drive, if you get your license and then you were pulled over, just pretend that you don't speak English and you cry
What?
and you cry, and they will
He
let you
said
go.
that.
Yeah, they will let you go and you cry. So just cry and just pretend that you don't understand the police officers.
Really?
It's funny like that.
It was my first police stop. I got pulled over, but never. Maybe I'll do that when second pulled over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just cry. Oh my god,
That's
he's
a
giving me
drama
like
right there.
crazy tips.
Yeah, I remember that's my husband tip. Hey, you wanna go restroom? This is the closest one. But it's men's restroom. Pretend you're some
You cannot
Asian.
read.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't understand. I remember I went to the school, Jabez school,
Yeah,
and if you don't talk, they really would think you are a Mexican.
yeah. They didn't
Like,
believe at first that
wow.
I'm Filipina,
Yeah.
and especially my last name. My last name is Mexican sounding last name. It is Arellano. So they're like, huh? Are you really
They
from
don't
the
want to talk
Philippines?
to you too. They don't want to
Yes,
talk to you. Like they don't
what's
want to talk to
wrong?
you. Yeah. There's a translator coming your way. Mexican translator.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, those were the days. But I think it's almost the same here. I mean, I don't know the school. How about the school? I think it's different, the school here and there, right? No school bus
Um,
here.
yeah, we have school buses here, but not all of them are doing the school buses because you pay for it too. So you pay extra for it. I mean, some children they still, go to school. They're taken. The parents drive them to school, and
Right.
um, schools here they have lunches in school. In the Philippines, we bring our own baon. We bring our own lunch
Right.
box. So
Right.
here they have to. I think they pay for it. Brandon said they're paying for it for the lunches. Yeah, they pay
Yeah,
for it.
that's true. All right. Oh, wow. We've been here for an hour and almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Yes. Yes. We already told you most of it. Did we miss anything? Anyone in the panel and the chat? Did we miss anything that a Filipino would have a culture shock? First, what's the first one we mentioned? It's the fence, right? The gate,
The gate, the fence, the food,
the food. What else? Insurance,
supermarkets, insurance,
market.
yeah,
Yes.
healthcare prices,
Right, right, right.
yeah.
I think we missed the personal space.
Personal space, yes. I haven't really encountered someone like that. There are probably places in the US that really, get triggered if you're too close to them. No. This place, thank God, has been really good to me. Like, nobody told me like, "Oh, you're too close. You're like on my face."
Nobody,
Nobody.
really.
Nobody. Not even my
I've
husband. Not
experienced that in Indiana.
yeah.
They look at you head to toe, like,
Yeah, no,
excuse me,
I
like,
haven't experienced that here. Everybody, but Brandon is saying that yeah,
but not all the time, though. But
they can be because this town is very religious. They have churches in every corner, in every corner,
wow,
every turn. There's a church, so they are very conservative. Yes. So I am really thankful. This place has been really good to me. I haven't really encountered anybody who told me like, uh, you go home
is there is
or
there lots of Asian there? I mean Filipino.
mostly Koreans because the base is in Junction City. It's like 45-minute drive from here. The military bases here, so there are mostly Koreans. There are Filipinos too in Junction City and neighboring town, but also in Kansas City. But here in Manhattan, which is like in the middle of Kansas, it's 0.1% of Filipinas. I was able to talk to Filipinos, a Filipina old woman when I was contact tracing, when I'm calling the people who tested positive for COVID. And I would easily pick up, ma'am, are you Filipina? And she was like, yes, how'd you know? Ma'am, there's no Mexican that is named, um, what's her name? It's really Norma. Her name was Norma. Ma'am, there's no other country who names their daughter Norma. Only the Filipino. She was like laughing. I thought I already sound like an American. I know, but I can, hear the Filipino in your voice. And she was like laughing. Can you come visit my place? And you're like blah 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 blah. That was
It's
funny.
like rare, huh?
Yeah,
Same like
yeah,
here, foreigners would, oops, there's foreigner.
yeah, yeah.
My husband and I would say, oh, that's a foreigner. That's a... We pull over and say, hunky.
But I mean, you would find it really easy to distinguish a Filipina just by listening to their voice.
Oh, really?
Yes, when we were in Las Vegas, the lady that works to like the entertainment thingy that gives you like freebies and stuff, she was like talking to. She's really good. She's been in America for 30 years, and she speaks really fluently. But that Filipino accent is really sexy. It's really
Sexy.
there. Like,
And
ate,
you
are
said
you
that again.
Filipino? And I am that person when I hear the accent, I will really ask, ate, are you Filipina? "Oh, yes, ma'am. Are you Filipino? Yes, ma'am." And then I feel like I'm at home. I found somebody who is from the Philippines.
It's always nice to see
Yeah.
Filipinas in America.
Yeah.
They make you feel welcome. They'll cook for you. I have this two Filipinas that have we work together. Say, oh, you're Filipina. Ah, we scream together. Say, hey,
Yes.
I'm going to your house. What's your address? I'm going to cook bihon.
See.
Yeah, it's really nice to have Filipinas. You really feel at home in
I
other
know.
countries.
I know. That's why
But
I'm
of course,
jealous. Like a lot of places, like my friends that are living in Georgia, my friends that live in Florida, they have friends that are Filipinas and I don't. I'm alone.
but yeah, same as in other country, you had to choose your friends as well, right?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
It's
You
hard
have
to,
to. It doesn't matter if they are Filipina or
right,
American. Yeah, there's always a bad apple somewhere.
right, right, right,
So
right.
you
Yeah,
have to make sure that you you know your friends really well, know the people that you are,
right,
getting
right.
close to.
So, as you're saying, you don't have friends there in Kansas?
Oh, I have. They're Americans. I have two Mexican friends. Well, three, but they're out of state now. They're still in the state. They're still in Kansas, but somewhere else. I worked with them the first time, the first job. So they're Mexicans, and in the health department, um, they're all Americans. Um, One is he's a guy, and he used to be within a relation. He used to have a relationship with a Filipina, and they have a child. So he's the only one who really understands like how I talk, how I act at work. He likes understands me because he lived with a Filipina. And I have a new friend at work, this new work that I have, and that's it.
That's
Oh,
good.
only work friends. I don't have like close friends here.
Okay, we're 2 hours already. Thank you, Didi. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Didi. I hope we have another live stream together again. And
Sure,
everyone,
sure, sure.
thank you so much for staying with us. We really appreciate it. You guys want to learn more about Didi? I put some of her info there in the description box, her YouTube channel. Please help her. Uh, make her feel welcomed here in YouTube
Thank
and
you
add her.
guys.
Yes. Thank you again, Didi. I hope we have a part three.
Yes.
All right. Promise, Pinky promise.
No problem.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna drop you down for a little bit. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your guys have the shared opinions, and David and Mercy also uploading a new video for Sunday night. Watch for David and Mercy Whipple's video. So Again, thank you. Maraming maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Bye. See you next time.